In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to produce 10 pieces of short form content per day effortlessly. I'm going to show you the raw and authentic way that you can generate these ideas for the videos, so that way you never run out of ideas and you can always post effortlessly. Everyone online says volume negates luck, as Alex Hormozy says. You need to post more content. Volume, volume, volume. But with short form, it's quite difficult to push out volume because you start to realize that you run out of ideas pretty quickly. So in this video, I'm going to show you a super simple brainstorming method, and it's not going to be sexy. You're going to need to really strap in for this one because it's going to take a while, because it's going to be super raw and authentic to what you actually have to do to brainstorm ideas for your niche. So for this, I'm going to take marketing as as a topic example. Boom, we got marketing. Now, one of the really cool things that you can do with short form is you can change the format. When you change the format, it feels like a completely different video. So, with that being said, we can do this. Split screen. Loom videos. Tripod plus mic. Which is where you just would like prop up the tripod. Not full screen. I can show you guys what I mean by that. Green screen. React to viral video. So when we actually lay out these topics, we can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos with one topic, simply because we are able to reformat it into a different sorry, spring allergies. Oh. Anyways, the power of having multiple deliverables for the content makes it so that we can use the same videos, we can take the same concept, and we can slightly tweak the wording and make 6 videos about the same exact concept. So for example, we can take our example of marketing as our topic. Let's think of hooks. So for hooks, we could be like, let's say we wanted to do marketing hooks for advertising on Meta to service business owners. Let's say that, right? Like we have to get pretty specific with the topics in order for us to go down the vertical. So a hook, we could be like, how to your marketing agency lied to you. And we can even do a call out. Home. Your marketing agency lied to you. Here, let's do this. Your marketing agency lied to you by guaranteeing you leads. We've all heard that one before. I will get you X amount of leads or your money back. Yeah, shut the fuck up, my guy. You're not him. Okay, so boom. So now we have one line. So this could be like your talking line, right? And then for like for the line on screen, text on screen. How agencies lie to home service businesses. Uh-oh, bad spelling. So boom, so now we have our hook, which is, this is our hook. Hook. Video topic. Advertising on Meta for home service businesses. So now we have our text on screen, how agencies lie to home service businesses. Your marketing agency lied to you by guaranteeing you leads. Explain. Now, the whole purpose of the first 5 seconds, so let's test this out in real time. I got my little thing on the sidebar here. Your marketing agency lied to you by guaranteeing you leads. That's like 4 seconds, roughly 4 seconds, like 3-4 seconds. So now we have another 2 seconds. Now we have like another 2 to 4 seconds that we need to fill in that space for us to actually hook in the viewer. What I want you to think about in this space and time is curiosity. I spelled that wrong. I'm dyslexic, guys. Cut me some slack. Everything should revolve around this. Curiosity. If you can get somebody interested, they will listen to you. Now, there are other ways that you can like re-engage interest and all that other shit, but I don't really want to talk about that because my goal was super small. This is, look, I'm not some big influencer. I was able to grow a super small audience, 0 brand new account, not even aged, to 1,000 followers in 30 days with 0 content experience. And this is exactly how I thought about each and every single video I did. I would take my topic, right? So like this would be like a niche. So we have like niche of video, marketing, super broad. Marketing is super broad. Then we have the video topic, which is like what we're talking about when it comes to the niche, right? So like you can have a couple of different interests, right? Like maybe you're, I don't know, maybe you're in financial services, right? You would probably not just want to talk about financial services when you're building your brand. You have like segments of things that you talk about. So what you want to do is you want to take the segment. Guys, if only I could spell. Wouldn't that be nice? So you want to take like, this is how like you do it in order. You want to take like the segment. Oh my days, bro. Get rid of this bold underline crap. Segment, niche of video, broad, right? 2, why on earth is it, why is it bolding and underlining everything? Why is it bolding and underlining everything? All right, this is killing my OCD, guys. I'm so sorry about this. So you want to take your segment, right? Then you want to dive deep on the topic. Topic, go deep. So now, as you can see, advertising on Meta for service business owners. That is a very specific thing for a very specific person. Now, you always want to go text on screen. Oh my God, this is gonna make me crash out, guys. Text on screen and visual hook. You always want to put things on the screen to snag attention, but you also don't want to lie to people. One of the things that I realized was when I would say a super outlandish hook, or I would say something that was like super out there, and if I didn't immediately follow it up with things that were similar to that, right? Like if we say that like we're gonna shoot a watermelon and see it explode, and then like within like the first 30 seconds nobody sees like a watermelon, they don't see the cannon or whatever you were going to shoot the watermelon with, people are going to scroll because it's not congruent with the overall topic of the video. So this is how you want to think of it. You want to think of it as niche. You want to think of the video topic, which is going more into the weeds of like the specific thing that you're going to talk about. Then once we have those two things, really this is kind of just to like, this is like super top of pyramid, doesn't really matter. But if you want to make content easy, you would be like, I have XYZ things I talk about, which would essentially just be like this. So it'd be like business, mindset, categories, you could say. So you pick a category, and then you would pick marketing, and then you would pick the topic that's related to the category, which would just be advertising on Meta for service business owners. And then now we're focusing all of our attention on the first 5 to 10 seconds. Five to 10 seconds. So all we're trying to do is stop the scroll, build curiosity for why they should watch the video, which is hook, hook, hook. So the way I think of it is you have your first 3 sentences or your first 2 sentences, right? Because we have our hook on screen, how agencies lie to home service businesses. If you're a home service business owner and you have an agency, you are going to watch that video because you're like, oh shit, maybe this guy knows something that I don't. Then this would be like your first line, right? So your marketing agency lied to you by generating you leads. That's hyper specific. We could go more broad, but that's hyper specific. What do these 2 things do? Builds curiosity. So in the second line, which is essentially just like mini hook, right? Second line is mini hook. So your marketing agency lied to you by guaranteeing you leads. I'm sure that wrong. Boom. This is second line. This does two things. This specific statement, I'm sure that guaranteeing leads sounds like a risk reversal, right? That's what I would think. If I heard somebody say, like, your marketing agency lied to you by guaranteeing you leads, I would think, like, yeah, isn't that a good thing? And then it's like, I'm sure that guaranteeing leads sounds like a risk reversal, right? Or you could even say, if you think you're wrong. I think this one's worded way better. Do you see how we're able to just kind of play with it in real time? The reason why I wanted to make this video so raw and uncut and unpolished and just off the cuff is because this is the stuff that I always wish I saw. I wish I saw somebody's actual thought process for how they walked through making a quick short form reel. Because I would see all these tips about, like, you need a hook and you need to support this. I like to see shit raw and authentic. I always learn things from people who are willing to show, like, you guys have seen me misspell a bunch of words, all that shit. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I shouldn't be saying you guys. I should be addressing you, the viewer. I hope you are enjoying this. Little tip for you guys in short form too. So, if you think guaranteeing leads, also another thing that really helps me is speaking out loud and actually thinking through each line, because I can yap. You guys have heard me. This is all off the cuff. This is not scripted. I'm in a very yapative mood, if we cannot tell. But the first, like, 3 lines, you really have to think through them, and you really have to sound them out. Once you have those 3 lines, if you're a yapper like me, the rest of the video comes super easy. You don't need to write it out line for line for line. But if you write out, like, the first, like, 10, 15 seconds of the video, you will see a drastic increase in watch time. Like, people will just eat it up more because you're strategically pointing out exactly how everything looks. So, your marketing agency lied to you by guaranteeing you leads. If you think guaranteeing leads is a risk reversal, you would be wrong. Boom, that is fire. Because if you're ICP, if you are the marketing agency guy who just, if you're the home service business guy who just hired a marketing agency who guaranteed him leads, you're all ears for this. You're eating it up. So, this is a common, this is what they don't tell you. This is a common guarantee amongst agency owners, but this is what they don't tell you. Okay, so let's read this out loud. Your marketing agency lied to you by guaranteeing you leads. If you think guaranteeing leads is a risk reversal, you would be wrong. You would be wrong. This is a common... Here, I'm actually going to collapse this. And this is what they don't tell you. Yeah, I like that. So we'll go here. So this is our second line. If you think guaranteeing leads is risk reversal, you would be wrong. And this is what they don't tell you. Because this is, I like if you say because instead of and here. Because it makes it flow better. And it also, it's more engaging than and, because and is like another thing they have to listen to. Because is explaining the curiosity. Yeah, I like that. If you think guaranteeing leads is a risk reversal, you would be wrong because, and then boom, it's like a mini hook. You can learn to use these words to just re-engage the viewer throughout the video so that they keep engaging and having actual interest within the video. So if you think guaranteeing leads is a risk reversal, or hang on, maybe I could even reword this. If you think guaranteeing leads keeps you safe, see, because keeps you safe is different than, yeah. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to put this in here. Because this, that's like a punch word. Keeps you safe. Do you want to be in danger? Everyone wants to be safe. They don't want to be in danger. Do you see how you can use these little tweaks when you actually write this stuff out and you think about it out loud? If you think guaranteeing leads keeps you safe, you would be wrong. So now I'm saying that you're not safe, but you think you're safe. I have your full attention if you've watched this far, and this is the second line. Do you see how we're really able to just hit home the message by simply just writing this out? Okay, let's go to the third line. So the third line, sorry guys, I can't spell. Third line. Third line is where you want to still be hooky, but you don't want to overdo the hook. Have you ever seen those people who take like 20-second hooks? I'm sure we've all seen them, and sometimes they do work, but they're annoying. Like when people just like keep repeating like the clearly hook-like wording, like in this video I'm going to show you blah, 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 if you've ever dealt with this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like get to the meat and potatoes. So the first two sentences, you really want to focus on hook. The third sentence is also hook, but it's less hook and it's more so curiosity storytelling. It's more so getting into the flow of like a yap session like I'm in right now. It's more so of getting into the conversation. So, I'm going to remove this for simplicity. And I'll just re-put this up here just for formatting's sake. So, again, I need to refresh myself because this is super off the cuff. Your marketing agency lied to you by guaranteeing you leads. If you think guaranteeing leads keeps you safe, you would be wrong because this is what they don't tell you. If you think guaranteeing leads keeps you safe, you would be wrong because this is what they don't tell you. When marketing agencies do you see how now we're just in the conversation? If you can get somebody to engage with the first three, like I think that flows great. When marketing agencies guarantee leads, it's because they lack experience and they need to entice you into buying their services. There was a massive online trend. See what? You know what? I'm going to put this here. Boom. Move this like this. Put this up here. There was a massive online trend in regards to, there was a massive online trend called SMMA. What is this? To everyone watching this video, you know what SMMA is. Most likely, if you're my age, I'm 24. This is another mini hook. The ICP of this video, which is a home service business owner who has a marketing agency who's guaranteeing him leads, or is just a home service business owner who's curious about this, they have no idea what SMMA is. This is another mini hook that you can thread into the conversation because to all of us, we all know what SMMA is and we know that it was a massive make money online trend. They have no idea what it is. There was a massive online trend called SMMA. This is the reason your phone keeps exploding. Your phone Boom. There was a massive online trend called SMMA. Another mini hook. This is the reason why your phone and email keep exploding with marketers guaranteeing you X amount of leads or your money back. You're also, by saying that, see, I don't have a framework. I just know how to sell. By saying that, you are actually showing that you understand them. Because if you are a home service business owner, or if you're an SMMA guy, these people get blown up. These people get bombarded. So if you're able to thread into the conversation, especially like for this type of video, right? Like you are actually like putting yourself in their shoes and you're showing them that you understand their pain. Now, this can be done for pretty much anything, obviously, but for this, it's a little bit easier. So you can almost, hang on. All right, I don't know if I really like where this is going. So SMMA is a trend where gurus tell young adults. I don't really like this. There was a massive online trend called SMMA. This is the reason your phone keeps exploding with marketers guaranteeing you X amount of leads or your money back. This trend was made by gurus selling courses to young adults on how to make money online. Obviously, nah, I don't like this. I'm starting to run out of, like, I'm just being transparent. This is what it's like to actually script content. I'm starting to run out of ideas on how to actually thread the conversation. Maybe I should move, I'm going to move less away from what SMMA is, and I'm going to move more back onto their problem and how they're being scammed. Okay, so there was a massive trend called SMMA. This is the reason your phone and email keep exploding with marketers guaranteeing you X amount of leads or your money back. The easiest way to spot an inexperienced marketer is based on their offer and the amount of testimonials they have. When you're vetting an agency, always two things. See, again, that is a mini hook because it's giving them another reason to keep watching the video. Now, is this video being scripted the best? Probably not. It's kind of late and I made this video off the cuff. But I hope that I'm able to show you guys these little ways that you can thread into the conversation or into the scripting to actually continue the viewer's attention being snatched. So, 1, what is their offer? Most of the time you can sniff out a beginner fast. 2, ask for testimonials. If they don't have a vault of them, they are probably Boom. And then so the way that we can kind of like end this video, like a final hook, final call to action, would be to, well, actually, this is probably a video that you wouldn't really want to hook or anything like that. But yeah, so I hope, I'm going to cut this off. I'm like exhausted. This has been 25 minutes. I'm really sorry if you found this video disappointing, but if you watched it this far, it's kind of your own fault, just saying. So, yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to let you go because I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the viewer. All right, guys. Have a good night. Just to summarize, make categories. Make categories of subjects to speak about. Pick a subject, then go deep on the subject. Figure out the video format, like this stuff right here. Write out the visual hook. Write out the word hook on screen. Write out first 3 to 5 sentences to grab attention. So if you want to take anything from this video, take this right here. Take the formats and then take the example of how I was actually able to write this out and see how you can use words to actually thread into the conversation and keep the viewer engaged. Peace.